Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Bulova Chronograph A Surfboard, and this is model number 98A252. And as usual, we're gonna look at the style, the build quality, the functions, wearability, and Loom. And then I'll let you know what I think of this brand new kind of 70s inspired watch from Bulova. Also, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like this or any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. I do get a small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. So here you go. I don't review too many Bulovas. I think the last one I reviewed was, oh gosh, maybe 6 months ago. I kind of like their watches. I kind of don't. I think they're overall kind of overpriced for what you're getting, but they do have some really cool kind of 70s inspired designs. They kind of bring back some of their old models. They do like a reissue or a reimagining of some of their old models, but not a huge Bulova fan, but they do have some pretty cool watches, and that's why I wanted to review this one. This one's really good looking. I do have a few issues with the watch, and I think y'all might as well, but still a great looking watch. So far as the value proposition goes, I'll tell you up front, I think this thing is really overpriced for what you're getting, and I'll tell you what it costs later in the video, but still a good looking watch, and if you're a Bulova fan, I think you're really gonna like it. So here you go, Bulova watch box. There it is, it's the Chronograph A. They call it the Surfboard for that black kind of surfboard shape kind of inner dial there. And these come in a couple different variations. They have a blue version and they have a Swiss made version with the stainless steel bracelet. And I'll go ahead and put those up on the left hand side of the screen for you. There's the blue one. And there is the Swiss made stainless steel version. That thing is $3,000. The blue one's about the same price as this one, but this all stainless steel Swiss made version with the Swiss movement again is about 3,000 bucks. So, I mean, God, you really have to like Bulova if you want to get this watch. So anyway, so here is the regular surfboard. Let's take it off the pillow. And, you know, with most watchmakers today, you don't get manuals and stuff anymore. They just want you to go online. Here it is. Setting instructions, yada, yada, yada. Go online, register the watch. There you go. All right, let's get the pillow out of the way here. And I'll go ahead and put up the specs on the left-hand side of the screen, and then we'll talk more about this watch. I mean, good looking watch. You're looking at 40.5 millimeter case. It's 14.5 millimeters thick. It's 47 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a 20 millimeter silicone strap with a deploying clasp. And I'll tell you up front, I can't stand deploying clasp. I just think they're overly complicated. Anyway, you do get a box sapphire crystal with an AR coating. Funnily enough, it's actually water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. No information on the movement. Bulova doesn't tell us, but since Bulova is actually owned by Citizen, I'm guessing some sort of Citizen Mecha Quartz, possibly. I'm not quite sure, even though I think Mecha Quartz is actually a Seiko trademark name. But anyway, some sort of Citizen Quartz in there. Power reserve, you know, it's a battery operated watch. It's not solar or anything, so I'm guessing maybe 2 or 3 years. You do have a screw down case back. You also have a screw down crown over here at 3 o'clock. You don't have a date function, and for this watch, gosh, I at least would like a date. You also don't have a day function. You do get a chronograph. Of course, it's not windable. It is hackable. Loom, no information on it. Guys, I wish I had more information on this watch in general, but Bulova just doesn't tell us much on their website. And the bezel is bi-directional, meaning it turns both ways. So again, I like the overall look a lot. I really like this dial. It's kind of like a champagne, really light colored champagne ivory slash a little tinge of gold in there. The overall look of the watch, I'm crazy about. I love the hands, that big, bold second hand, the little orange tips on the hour and minute hand. The indexes are applied. The Loom is pretty weak, and I'll show you that a little bit later. You've got some subdials there. You've got a running second subdial over here at 3 o'clock. This is your hour subdial for the chronograph feature over here at 9 o'clock. Again, just a really fantastic looking dial. The bezel is nice. I'm assuming it's an aluminum insert. You have a really nice luminous pip up here, and this thing glows like crazy. I wish the hands and markers would glow as bright as a luminous pip, but they just don't for some reason. The case, very highly polished on the sides, brushed on the top, really polished pushers, polished crown, again, polished on the side of this case over here. I mean, a good looking watch, man. The silicone strap is very comfortable, I know y'all hate it when I use the word supple, but that's the word to use, man. It's very supple, it's very soft. You have a ton of different places where you can actually adjust the watch. It's got 2 movable keepers, and normally, I love movable keepers, but on this watch, they just kind of get in the way a little bit, man. You could stand to actually get rid of one of these. You don't need both of them. So if I was to get this watch and keep it, I would probably get rid of one of these keepers. The point clasp, again, overly complicated. I just don't like the point clasp. Some of y'all out there love them. It's very highly polished. It looks nice, and it's definitely functional. It's just, I think, overly complicated. Let's go ahead and open this up. Basically, you push both buttons here. It pops it open. There's your deployment clasp. I mean, nicely polished. It looks good. Case back. Nice case back. You have a whole bunch of laser etching there in the middle. It tells you the model number, 200 meters water resistant, sapphire crystal. Does not give you the movement, but it's nice. I kind of like that. It's really more than an octagon. I don't know how many sides this case back has, but I like this way that you would have to unscrew it. Pretty cool looking. So, I mean, good looking watch, man. Again, for what you're getting, I think it's just really overpriced. You do get this nice boxed sapphire crystal as well. You can see it right there. It's really raised above the bezel. Good looking watch, man. Let me go and demonstrate the chronograph. There you go. I'll let it run for a couple seconds. Now, when this runs around one time, the minute counter over here at the 9 o'clock subdial will tick over to 1. So this is basically your hour. So go ahead and stop it, reset it. There you go. It goes back to 0. And you can actually adjust this second hand if it gets out of alignment for some reason. Let me go ahead and unscrew it. Okay, you pull it out to the first position. There's only one position. There you go. Now what you do is you press the top button, and that will adjust the second hand in 1 second increments. So you click it and hold it. You can only do this with the chronograph second hand. You can't do it with the other subdials. So you get it close here, you tick it off till you get to, see if I can see this here. There you go. There you go. So that's how you adjust it. If it gets out of alignment for whatever reason, you can adjust that that chronograph second hand. So push it back in, let's screw it back down. The crown has decent grip to it, I'll have to say that. There you go. So, more of a fashion watch, even though it is water resistant to 200 meters. But, I mean, guys, here's the kicker with this thing. This thing, and let me double check to make sure I'm telling you the correct price. Now, on their website, it is $695. Now, on Amazon, it's, I think, $525. So you're saving, what, $150, $140, something like that. But for this watch, I think that's incredibly overpriced. Not to mention the Swiss-made version being $3,000. So I like both of them. I like the blue and I like the champagne color. Probably leaning more towards the champagne color dial. And it's kind of hard to really tell you over a video. It's kind of got like a slight like champagne gold ivory kind of tinge to it. It is metallic. It's got some striations running vertically. I mean, just a fantastic looking watch. The movement, not my favorite, even though I don't know what it is. For $525, I would want an automatic. I would want maybe solar. I'd want some more bang for my buck. I'd want a date feature. I want a day feature possibly. I just want a little bit more for my money, man. That's a lot of money for, basically, in my opinion, maybe a $200, $250 watch. So, but this is not, representative of all Bulova watches. I think they have a lot of watches that you get a lot for your money. But guys, I think they kind of missed the mark on the pricing on this one for sure. But, some of y'all are going to absolutely love it. You're not going to care. And, more power to you, man. So anyway, what else I want to tell you about this thing? Went over the clasp, went over the strap, the case, the pushers. I wish the pushers had a little bit of knurling on them. That would be nice if they had done that. Good grip on that screw down crown. It's not signed or anything. Again, the bezel is bi-directional. Nice, real smooth action, kind of like a friction bezel where it just kind of stops wherever you put it. Not too bad. So let me go ahead and try this thing on, which is painful because I don't like these deployment clasps. So you take it and you push it. I don't want to put it on the face of the table here. So you take it, These are such a pain in the butt, man. God darn it. Gosh darn it. These are such a pain in the butt. All right, let me pause the video and I'll be back in just a second. All right, guys, here you go. Again, a pain in the butt to put on, and I can see you might needing that second keeper if you have a smaller wrist for the extra strap there. Very comfortable, again, great looking, just a pain in the butt to get on. I do not like deploying clasps, man. I think, again, they're just overly complicated. But a good looking watch. Let's go ahead and take this thing off. Let me see if I can do this easier than I put it on. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and give you a Loom shot. You're going to be underwhelmed, I promise you, with the Loom situation. Let's go ahead and kill the monitor. It's not as dark as I'd like to get it in here, but it is what it is. Now that Luminous pip at the top at 12 o'clock just shines like crazy. I just wish the rest of the indexes did. See? I mean, not bad. Look at the Luminous pip just glowing like crazy, but the indexes, I mean, they're almost totally faded. So anyway, there you go. There's the Loom situation. Yeah, not really impressed at all. But overall, good looking watch. I mean, it is well made. I just think you need to get a lot more for your money. For them trying to sell it at $695, I think is absolutely insane. Even at $525 over on Amazon, I still think that's really expensive. But if you want to get one, go out there and get one. Again, it comes in the blue, this kind of cream champagne ivory dial, and of course that really expensive Swiss-made version that's $3,000. Guys, that's been about it for this one. Again, if you like this watch, head on over to my Amazon shopping channel and pick one up for $521. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field for you. I do get a small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe and click that notification bell. All of us YouTubers really appreciate that. And until the next review, oh, and by the way, I've got us a whole bunch of new shopping in Japan watches coming next week, I believe. So we got a whole bunch of cool stuff coming. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.